Hey guys, it's Nathan from the Kentucky Cycling YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing part 2 of 2, how-to/product review, doing a handlebar tape installation video. We're going to be using the ESI Grips RCT Silicone Wrap, and the appeal to this particular tape, I've actually never done a handlebar tape installation before, but you can see that this particular tape says 100% silicone, made in the USA. Silicone provides comfort and durability with shock absorption, UV resistance, a tacky grip in all conditions, an easy wrapping experience without adhesives, and that was the chief attraction to me, and our patented beveled edges, creating a clean, smooth finish. Again, I've never done a handlebar tape installation before, but I was particularly attracted to this product because of that non-adhesive, that bevel edge is supposed to make this really easy. So hopefully it's idiot proof because, again, I've never done this before. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so I've got the packaging opened up so you can see what's actually inside the pack. We've actually got two sides, basically for each side of the handlebar. The right side's gonna go clockwise and the left side's gonna go counterclockwise. We've got two little pieces of silicone that go above the hoods and that will wrap around that. We've got the end plugs. And this is some tape right for the end to be able to kind of tape where the end of the bar tape actually meets the handlebar itself. And they've included some nice instructions, since I'll be following those, and some stickers. I love stickers. I'm not sure where I'd put some ESIGrips.com stickers, but maybe if I become a big enough fan, I'll find a place to stick some. Gonna start into this job now. All right, guys, we'll see how this goes. Again, never having done this before, one thing that looks really attractive to me is that this particular product has this bevel line, which is not pretty typical with bar tape. So that should actually be a visual indicator to me to know where I need to be on the bar as I wrap the tape. I'm gonna line up that bevel where the bevel just hangs off the bottom, and I'm gonna go around, it says go around 1 1/4 times. So the very first thing, I'm gonna go over top of the thing before I start to actually do my wrap. And you're supposed to pull this tight as you go. So I'm going to try to follow that bevel line, if you will, as I go around. All right. You're supposed to go over top of this guy. It says place 3.5-inch strip under the hood. So I've pulled the hood back here. It's supposed to go right across this guy, and it says finish with a figure 8 wrap. So it doesn't give me any particular instructions. I'm basically just going to go across the hood here and going to continue to do this wrap, and I'm kind of coming up to it, trying to figure out what's the figure 8 that they're talking about. And I think it's just a matter of going under and then pulling that tight across to hold that piece in place. And this thing seems way too short. I expected to come all the way over to here, so I feel like I've done something wrong. So I'm gonna totally undo this guy and start again. Now I've got all this loose there, and it says stretching tightly, wrap 1.5 turns. Okay, so I'm gonna come along the bottom here, gonna pay attention to the stretching tightly part of this time. Now I've actually reached, I had measured about 3 inches on each side. I just kind of visually took it from where my bike was before. But I want to try to match this guy up pretty well. And I want to come back with a straight line, and what they say to do to get your straight line is to actually cut the tape at an angle. So I guess I'm gonna go in like this at an angle. I'm not 100% sure I'm doing this right, but I'll just try my best here and come in. And then I've got this bar tape, or this is the stickier tape. So I need to take the plastic off of this while still trying to hold this in place. So this is actually silicone tape, and it's just a pull away. And then it says to use this tape, doing half on the silicone and half on the handlebar. And it does, the back side of that is sticky, so that's nice. It says, when finished wrapping bar, trim end for a straight edge look. I feel like I didn't cut it the right way somehow. So I'm gonna bring it back. Maybe it's supposed to be more on this angle. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, that makes more sense. So then when I bring it in, I don't know if you can see that, but it's more straight with the bar, hopefully. This will still line up. I think it needs to be done on a little more of an angle than what I did. Come around once before I start doing any wrapping in. Again, I think the way the angle needs to be more like this, to where I can bring it in over itself and have it look more straight. So I need to probably redo this. This should be underneath, I think, more, but that doesn't look half bad for my purposes. I'm a big fan of the expression, perfect is the enemy of good enough. And I think when you're doing your own bar tape for the first time, that's probably a good motto to have. So here is the bar plug, and I should, in theory, be able to push this in and have all that hold on the inside. We shall see how it goes. It's not the cleanest. Let's try this again. So I'm gonna kind of push this in a little bit more. Maybe I needed have a little more hang off, I'm not real sure. All right, that looks better. So that bar tape is in. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my hood back. I feel like this bar tape feels a little thick for my hood, but eventually if I mess with it enough, I'll get it on there. All right, so I can say that I've actually now wrapped half a handlebar for the first time in my life. So I'm going to try to do the other side. My big concern was that these things would be too close together, and I think that bevel makes a big difference. What I'm not happy with is where I cut this. I feel like I should have cut that on the bottom, but that tape's going to hold it down just fine, and it feels good. So that's the bigger thing, and I'll now flip this around and go on the other side. So I've gotten one half of the bar wrapped. Now I'm coming over here on the left side. The left side has to be wrapped counterclockwise, and again, the idea is how you're gonna kind of put your natural tension will be in the same direction that the bar tape is going. So I need to, again, I'm gonna help reference the diagram here to kind of see what it's gonna look like for me as I start. So I've got the bevel just kind of hanging right off the end of the bar there on the inside as I begin my wrap counterclockwise.
All right.
So in the spirit of full disclosure, I started wrapping the left side clockwise instead of counterclockwise. So I redid it counterclockwise. One casualty was this tape that they provided, but I came in behind it with some electrical tape, and that seems to be working just fine. And actually think, having done this more than one time, I really feel like this side looks better than this side right now. So I'm gonna retape this side with at least putting the electrical tape on there. Won't probably retape the whole thing, but I'll just redo the electrical tape. So here is the finished product. Hopefully, I'm actually pretty pleased with the way this turned out for my very first do-it-yourself handlebar tape job. As always, if you found the content in this video useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.